Hi, I'm Michael Newrock, and this is a trend trade example, a sell trend trade as an aggressive trend type on the 4-hour time frame. So first rule we need to have for an aggressive trend trade, it's an overall trend direction of a blue bidirectional arrow. No more than 3 arrows are pointing down. In this case, we're looking at a sell. This is the trend trade that I'm looking at. And let's just place our markers here. Bar before the arrows displayed. Okay, and you can see right here is where it was closed. And let's go through this one by one. Now, just before I do that, you can see a trend trade occurred followed by a swing trade, and they didn't go so well. It went against them, not by a lot, just a few pips. But I thought I'd leave that in because trading is not always clean cut. It can be a messy game, but it's about persistence. But anyway, I'll leave that for a psychology lesson and how to deal with trading. But getting back to the trade example, you can see that first of all we have a bidirectional arrow, so it's an aggressive trend type. Trend follower has turned to red. The fast moving average is below the slow moving average. The price is equal to or below, in this case quite a bit below, the fast moving average. The RSI must be 50 or below. It's below in this case. The MACD must be below the zero line. Doesn't need to be red, and it certainly doesn't need to be below the signal line for an aggressive trend trade, but in this case it fulfills the criteria of being below. And the white stochastic line must be below the blue stochastic line. So all of those rules are in place. And as far as our stop, we place it just above the slow moving average, the gray moving average. So 60 pips, I would tend to put it a little higher, say 70 pips. Now, this is on a 4-hour trend, a 4-hour time frame. So 20, 30 pips, you can sometimes get in on a 4-hour trend trade and risk very little and do well. But with trades that have quite a bit of momentum in them, you can expect bigger stop loss sizes being required, and therefore I would suggest reducing your lot sizes to accommodate for the stop loss. So 70 pips is quite reasonable for a 4-hour trend trade, and we'll be going over that in more depth in other lessons. But if we kept the stop at 70 pips, just about here, you can see this particular example it was pretty good. It certainly didn't go against it more than a couple of pips. First target here, 70 pips, would give us a 1-to-1 reward to risk ratio. 140 pips here gives us a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio. 210 pips gives us a 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio. And this trade actually made it as far as around 260 pips. So just shy of a 4-to-1 reward to risk ratio. And that concludes this example of a trend trade sell as an aggressive trade type on the 4-hour time frame. Till next time, good trading, live well, and I'll see you soon.